Hello, so I'm just recording a real quick video for creating custom GXT2 entries. So these will be, you'll see your GTA text table files. This is going to be what's responsible for essentially creating like custom text strings or custom names. So just to sort of real quick explain it, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. When you're in game, and it displays your location and the vehicle you're in. This is what's going to be responsible for things such as that. Again, obviously this isn't just for vehicle names, it can be for pretty much anything, but for the sake of this tutorial we're just going to be looking at vehicle names. So real quick, you'll see in here it's got hexadecimal strings followed by text strings. So if you're looking to make a custom vehicle name, this is where you're going to want to do it. So how do you edit these files? For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to be using my Marshalls pack as an example. So you'll see in my Marshalls DLC.rpf, if you go to x64 data language, and you'll see a bunch of different languages archive files. So in here, we can just right click this global.gxt2 file, go to export to open formats text file. We can just export that somewhere. In this case, I'm putting it here. And now you can open this with Notepad, Notepad, plus plus or anything like that. You'll see it's opened here. And again, it's just the exact same thing that we saw in Open4. Now, how do we create these custom hexadecimal strings? Well, with Open4, if you go to Tools, down to Hash Generator, it'll open up this pop-up where you can create, your custom strings. So if we change this to hex at the bottom, and then, if I type, well, if we real quick look at my vehicles.meta, my scout uses the game name USMS SUV. So if I just type that real quick, and obviously if just type whatever name you wanted. So if you was working, for instance, in my case, if I was working on FIB Police Pack, I'd have FIBP followed by FIBP2, etc., and so on and so forth. But whatever vehicle name you're going to put here in your vehicles.meta file under game name, then you can click generate, and it will generate a load of hashes. Now, if I'll just real quick show you, you'll see here that USMS SUV comes out as this hex string here, and you can see that is the same as the one I'm currently using on Marshall pack. So in game, it displays as US Marshal Scout. So hopefully you get the idea of how this thing works. So basically, you just want to copy and paste, these hex strings. I'm just going to delete this. Tab that out. So you've got your custom hex strings, you just want to follow it with a space followed by an equal sign followed by another space, and then create your custom name. So for instance, US Marshal Scout, and these ones in my case would be like FIB Police Stania, FIB Police Buffalo, and FIB Police Torrance, and so on and so forth. So once you've done that, just save your file, you can close this, go back to your language file, right click, click on import open format, sorry, and then select your global file that you just edited a second ago, click OK, and if you've done it right, it should import your updated file. You'll see that this has got a 0, that's because I've got a space here, so I'm just going to delete that space real quick, save it, import that again. OK, and you'll see there's no space. So now you can use, obviously this was USMS SUV, so I could then type USMS SUV in the game name under vehicles.meta, or you can probably just put in that hex value, and in game it will display your custom vehicle name as whatever you've typed here, in this case US Marshal Scout. So I hope that has been a real quick rush sort of video, but hopefully that's explained the very basics of how to create custom GXT2 entries.